Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community.
I did not understand fear until I heard the glass sing. Not shatter, not crack, sing. A thin, trembling note that hung in the air like the universe itself was holding its breath. It started with a handshake. Humanity's first formal welcome into the conquered of civilizations took place aboard a station, so delicate it looked sculpted from frozen light. Every surface curved gracefully, every beam was impossibly thin. Nothing looked built, it looked grown, optimized. They called it perfect, safe. We should have known better. "Please be mindful of your movements," one of the delegates whispered as we entered the chamber. Mindful of walking. Our boots alone weighed more than some of their equipment. Ambassador Elia Rao walked ahead of us, calm as orbit. Behind her was Jonas Hale, chief structural engineer and the only person in the room who looked deeply uncomfortable. Not nervous, calculating. The chamber floated at 0.4 standard gravity. To them, it was normal. To us, it felt like existing inside a slow dream. When the council began reviewing humanity's infrastructure proposals, the tone turned politely surgical. "Your ships are unnecessarily dense. Your support columns are inefficient. Why prepare for stresses that statistically never occur?" Jonas leaned toward me and muttered. "Because statistics don't stop asteroids." They displayed one of their transit bridges. Elegant, paper-thin. Maximum load tolerance, 300 kilograms. That is less than 2 fully suited humans. Then came the laughter, not cruel, worse, dismissive. "You build as if the universe is trying to kill you," Ambassador Rao replied softly. "From where we come from, it usually is." They did not understand. How could they? Their worlds had gentle weather, obedient tectonics, predictable stars. Earth raised us differently. Earth teaches through pressure, and pressure leaves fingerprints on everything you create. Jonas finally stepped forward. "May I demonstrate something?" he asked. Amusement rippled across the chamber. Permission granted. He removed a small object from his pocket, a field tool. About the size of a flashlight, forged tungsten core, standard issue for high-gravity construction zones. He held it up. "This weighs 2 kilograms on Earth," he said. "Here much less." A delegate flickered violet with boredom. "Your point?" Jonas looked down at the floor, then he let go. The tool drifted lazily. For a moment it seemed harmless, almost comical. Then it touched the surface. The sound was microscopic, but the vibration was not. A fracture shot across the crystalline floor like lightning trapped beneath ice. The singing began. Every conversation died. Another crack split outward, then another. The council platform tilted half a degree. Half a degree was enough. Delegates stumbled. Hover rigs compensated too late. Someone screamed in a language that translated roughly to structural failure imminent. Jonas did not move. "Redundancy," he said quietly, "is not paranoia. It is memory." The fracture widened until a section of the chamber dropped 3 centimeters. Alarms erupted. For a species that had engineered away disaster, they were completely unprepared to meet it again. Security rushed in. Containment fields activated. Emergency supports deployed from the ceiling like skeletal fingers. After 7 eternal seconds, the cracking stopped. No collapse, no casualties, just silence. The chairman stared at the damaged floor, then at us. "What are your buildings made of?" "Things that survive," Ambassador Rao answered. The inspection that followed lasted 9 hours. They walked through our ships with something close to reverence. 3 independent power grids, layered hull plating, manual overrides for every automated system, backups. One delegate asked, bewildered, "Has all of this ever been necessary?" Jonas gave a tired smile. "Every single layer exists because something failed once." That was the moment their posture changed. Not admiration, recognition. They had mastered efficiency. We had mastered endurance. Weeks later, the Conquered issued a revision to its charter. Humanity was designated a foundational species. Our role: structural oversight, disaster engineering, high-risk exploration. The places they now realized they were too fragile to touch. I stood beside Jonas when the decision was announced. "Funny," I told him. "We thought joining the galaxy meant we'd finally get to relax." He watched repair crews reinforce the chamber with materials imported from Earth. Steel ribs now traced the once perfect architecture. "Relax," he said. "Kid, the universe doesn't get safer just because you understand it." That night, as our ship prepared to depart, a junior delegate approached me. "Is it frightening?" they asked. "What? Living on a world where so many things can go wrong." I thought about earthquakes, storms that erase coastlines, engines failing at 30,000 feet, metal screaming under stress. Then I shook my head. "No," I said, "it's educational. Because here is the truth no elegant civilization wants to hear. Comfort is a lullaby, hardship is a teacher." Earth never promised we would be safe, only that we would become strong enough to continue. Now when the Conquered design something meant to last, they ask one simple question: would this survive Earth? If the answer is no, they call us. And we come carrying the weight that raised us, ready to build things that do not sing when they break.